Your rupee is dying. I know that sounds dramatic, but look at the numbers. 3 rupees per dollar when India was born, 7 rupees in 1966, 17 rupees in 1991, 45 rupees in 2000, 75 rupees in 2021, 93 rupees today, March 2026. Every year, your salary goes up on paper, and every year, it quietly buys less. Not because you're failing, because your money is. India just hit the worst rupee level in its entire history, and almost nobody explained to you why. I will. But here's what makes 2026 different from every other year. India just signed the 2 biggest trade deals in its history, in the same 6 weeks. So why is your money still falling? And will these deals actually save it? Let's find out. Let's start at the beginning. In 1947, the rupee and the dollar were almost equals. $1 cost just 3 rupees and 30 paise. The rupee was one of Asia's strongest currencies. Then 3 things broke it. 1966, drought, war with Pakistan, foreign debt. The government devalued the rupee overnight to 7 rupees and 50 paise. People woke up poorer. 1991, India's worst economic crisis. The country had just 15 days of foreign exchange reserves left. The rupee crashed to 24 rupees and 50 paise. India literally flew gold to London as collateral for an emergency loan. And since 1991, it has never stopped falling, slowly, quietly, consistently, from 17 rupees to 93 rupees in 34 years. That's roughly 4.5% per year, every single year, regardless of which party was in power, regardless of how fast the economy grew. And that last part is the thing nobody explains properly. India's GDP has grown at 7 to 8% per year. India is now the world's 4th largest economy. So why is the rupee still falling? Shouldn't a growing economy have a stronger currency? Here's the answer. GDP and the rupee measure completely different things. GDP measures what India produces inside the country. The rupee measures what India needs from outside the country. Think of it this way. Imagine you're the hardest working person in your office, promoted every year, salary going up every year, but every single month, you're spending more than you earn. You keep borrowing from outside. Does your promotion save you? No. Your financial health still collapses. That's India's situation. Every month, India needs billions of dollars to pay for oil, electronics, machinery, components. More dollars needed equals more rupees given away equals weaker rupee. GDP growth didn't fix this. 34 years of economic expansion didn't fix this. And then, in 2026, a war made it catastrophically worse. So the rupee was already falling slowly for 34 years. Why is 2026 suddenly a crisis? One word: Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz, a narrow channel of water between Iran and Oman, carries 20% of the world's oil supply. In early 2026, Iran closed it. The chain reaction was brutal and fast. Hormuz closes, oil supply drops. Oil hits $100 a barrel, India's import bill explodes. India needs more dollars to buy oil, rupee weakens. Foreign investors panic, they pull money out of India. How much money? $8 billion, pulled out of Indian stocks since the conflict began. And the Nifty 50 dropped more than 6% this month alone. So what did the RBI do? It burned through an estimated $18 to $20 billion of India's foreign reserves in a single week, just to slow down the fall. Think about that. $20 billion of your country's money, 1 week, and the rupee is still at 93 rupees. Okay, rupee fell. So what does that mean for you? Not abstractly, not in economic theory. For you. Right now. You fill up petrol, more expensive. You cook with gas, more expensive. Your grocery bill, more expensive. Anything imported, phone, laptop, appliance, more expensive. Your child wants to study abroad? That 50 lakh rupees budget you saved, now worth less in dollars. The tuition fee didn't change. Your savings just quietly shrank. And here's the part nobody talks about. The RBI, to protect the rupee, keeps interest rates high, which means your home loan, EMI, stays high. Your car loan stays high. Any business loan stays high. So it hits from every direction simultaneously. Your expenses go up. Your investments lose value. Borrowing money gets harder. Your salary stayed exactly the same. That's what 93 rupees actually means in your daily life. But here's where the story changes, because India didn't just sit and watch. In 6 weeks, it signed the 2 most important trade deals in its history. Deal 1, January 27, 2026, India and the European Union. After nearly 2 decades of failed negotiations, they finally did it. Both sides called it the mother of all deals. Here's what it means. A free trade zone covering 2 billion people and 25% of global GDP. India will reduce tariffs on 96.6% of EU goods. The EU will reduce tariffs on 99.5% of Indian goods. Textiles, pharmaceuticals, gems, leather, zero duty into Europe. 6 to 7 million new jobs in textiles alone. It's genuinely historic. Deal 2. February 6, 2026, India and the United States. For months, Trump had been crushing Indian exports with 50% tariffs. The reason? India was buying cheap Russian oil. And then, in 1 week, everything shifted. India agreed to stop buying Russian oil. Trump agreed to slash tariffs from 50% down to 18%. 18%. Lower than Vietnam, lower than Bangladesh, lower than Pakistan. Indian textiles, pharmaceuticals, gems, suddenly more competitive in the world's largest consumer market. 2 deals, 6 weeks, genuinely historic. So, is the rupee saved? The honest answer is yes and no. Yes, in the long run. Goldman Sachs forecasts India's GDP growing at 6.9% in 2026. Analysts at HDFC Bank say the US deal reduces risk and could trigger a wave of capital inflows, improving India's balance of payments. The EU deal alone could double India's exports to Europe by 2032. These are real significant tailwinds. No, right now, in March 2026, the EU deal still needs to pass through the European Parliament. Legal vetting alone will take 5 to 6 months. The US deal is still a framework, not a signed binding agreement. Foreign investors are still pulling money out. The war is still happening, and oil is still at $100. And here's the biggest catch, the one nobody is talking about openly. To get the US tariff deal, India had to stop buying Russian oil. Russia was selling oil to India at a massive discount, which kept India's import bill manageable, which slowed the rupee's fall. Now India must buy more expensive US energy instead. So, the deal that reduces export tariffs also increases import costs. One hand gives, the other takes. Both deals are real, both deals matter, but their benefits haven't arrived yet, and the pain is happening right now. Let me make this crystal clear. Imagine you lost your job, bills piling up, savings shrinking, then you get 2 amazing job offers. Best of your career, but neither starts for 6 months. Does that pay this month's rent? No. That's India right now. 2 historic deals signed, war still happening, rupee still at 93 rupees. Benefits of both deals haven't arrived yet, but the offers are real, and that matters. From 3 rupees in 1947 to 93 rupees today. 79 years, 3 devaluations. 1 emergency loan paid in gold, 34 years of quiet, consistent decline. And now, a war, 2 deals, and a genuine crossroads. India has never had bigger opportunities and never faced bigger threats at the same time. This is the story of your money. Most people will never connect these dots. Subscribe because the next video goes even deeper. I'll see you there.